everyone, welcome back. We would like to welcome you to our Friday early evening video, guys. I actually had something different planned for today or tonight, but there's something that's been on my mind for a certain amount of time, and I was just hoping that I will not have to go and address this, but unfortunately situations is not improving, it's actually getting worse. And as much as I don't like making these videos, I really feel like I really want to say something, because not only it pains me to see someone very close to my heart, like beloved friend, to be dragged through mud for absolutely no valid reason, but also as a seller and a collector who buys and sells dolls on this market. I really feel obligated to say something, and I just want to clarify, this is not a drama video, so please, everyone who wants to call things like this drama, please just, guys, do not even watch this. I'm not going to bash anyone here, I'm not going to attack anyone, I'm going to also refrain from voicing my own personal opinions. I'll just stick to the facts, like hardcore, and because I know that this video is not going to be viewed only by people who like me or my subscribers who come here with, they want to see my videos and they want to interact, and I absolutely love you guys, but also people who don't like me or Ines. And I just want to ask these people, of course it's okay, this is a public platform, I can't say anyone do not watch my video, don't you dare, of course not. I know that these other people are going to view this, so I just want to ask you guys for few minutes while you listen to this video, to, as adult, from one adult to another, put aside your feelings of dislike of me or the other person I'm going to talk about, Ines, or anyone else, and please try to look at this objectively as a seller, because I mean, every one of us, or at least majority of us at some point in this hobby, is going to sell. We're not only collectors. Of course, there is tons of artists out there who are constantly dealing with stuff like this, but also there are collectors like me. I'm not an artist and I don't do a lot of doll sales, but there are ladies who circulate their collections constantly. Therefore, they buy and sell more frequently. And nobody wants to go through these, guys. In this case, I'm going to talk about Ines's case for everyone who is not familiar with it. I'm going to link Ines's channel and her sale live video. You don't have to like me. You don't have to even like her. But I think everyone who has any, how would I say it, righteous cell in their body, you have to see, watch that video. That sale video is very, very clear. She shows the doll. She makes clear about everything, all the details. She clarifies that she changed the body. She talks about the artist. She very clearly voices her policies. This is a final sale, just like almost everyone in this community. Really, excuse me. None of my artists, I'll just going to start with that. None of my artists takes returns. Unless really the doll came smashed or got lost. They will refund you, and that's the case. But just because, I don't know, magnet shifted, I'll get to that later, guys. But I'll start with asking everyone out there, how many of you, ladies and gentlemen, are members of Scammers Group on Facebook, on Instagram, on Dolphin, or any other social media out there? In either public platform or private groups. How many of you are there and why are you there? Are you there because you want to hurt people, you want to gossip at people, you want to slander people, you want to stir the pot? Or are you there to protect you and your own future transactions? Because you want to see, there is no other way. There is no Yelp reviews, there is no Yellow Book, there is no Amazon reviews. Because usually if we're buying and investing a lot of money into something, we try to look up the reviews. With artists, excuse me, it's easier because a lot of artists, majority of well-known artists, they have their websites. They're also on Facebook. A lot of our friends, we tend to buy from artists well-known in this community. We go to channels that bought dolls by these artists, and that's the only way how we know. And you cannot even be certain then, but when you're selling as a collector, as a private collector, you're already, the sales of dolls are emotional. I think we all have to agree, for most part. Of course, people are selling for various reasons, but for the most part, the dolls, it's not easy to say goodbye to the doll. And they're risky because these dolls are not cheap. So on top of everything, to add this stress and to lose your money for many months and to be bashed and dragged through mud, I would not wish this on anyone. And as I said, this is about the JC doll sale that Ines from Reborn Doll Collective sold a few months ago to another lady in this community. And ever since, all heck broke. And it's been going on for months. I'm just going to link Ines's videos down there. You can go and you can watch her videos. Through her channel, you will see the buyer as well. I'm not going to link this lady because, first of all, I am not here to bash you, Andrea. And I am not here to say people go hate on her or do whatever. I just think that we don't have this power over people. And I think that anyone who can set aside their own personal feelings towards me or anyone else and look at this objectively, this is just not right, guys. And I just have to say, what is right, and what is wrong is wrong. So yeah, so this is absolutely not drama. And so I'm going to just very shortly say about this situation. Ines sold this doll to a lady who jumped on an opportunity and bought the doll within few minutes of when the live stream started. Despite the fact the lady said that she purchased the doll on Instagram, I've seen that live stream. And if you don't believe me or you don't want to believe the seller, just go there and see. I think your own eyes won't lie. The videos speak for itself. After watching that video, I didn't even need any more facts because it's there. There is this video, this seller, collector, who is selling her doll, mentioning all the details, all the policies of the sale. And then there's this buyer who doesn't even wait till the end of the live. She doesn't even ask one single question. She completely ignores no returns final sale video policy and buys the doll. I went to see Instagram post about this sale, and it's so clear as a day, all the details and all the policies, because I think it's super important if you're selling something, and it doesn't matter if it's $5 or $1,000. Of course, $1,000 is kind of more important, but I'm just going to, for the sake of the argument, make yourself clear. If you as a buyer ignore these policies, it's not the seller's problem. I'm sorry. I have been selling on eBay for 16 years, and I made my mistakes as well. Not with dolls, because I as a seller on eBay and buyer, I'm a bit both buyer and seller. I learned that I really need to read description. Description is everything. Reading the policies is everything. So if there is something that I am buying and it's super expensive and this seller is not taking returns, especially for buyer's remorse, I made darn sure that I want to spend that money. And if I go into the contract, if I buy and go into the sale, that means I agree with policies and I will not try to cross the seller down the road just because. And this lady bought this doll. We've seen the box opening as well, her box opening. There's nothing wrong with the doll. And then she files chargeback few weeks later. And of course, PayPal takes the money out. She files the chargeback through the credit card company based on absolutely not valid reasons. She said she received the doll with a damage. Andrea, I want to make clear now. I am not sure if your reasons... Okay. First reason was magnet, okay? Shifted magnet. I already told this in my other video. Shifted magnets are not damaged. Any collector out there will tell you they're not damaged. It's easy fix. Also, a lot of dolls, most of my dolls, magnets somehow shifted, and I barely handle my dolls. You know me, guys, I'm super careful, and I don't really spend all that much time with my babies. I know that most of collectors are more hands-on their dolls than I am, and their magnets shifted. Then she said that the doll did not have the right body, or the seller changed the body. Well, if you listen to that sale video, a seller clearly says that she changed the body for original body meant for that kit. The kit is JC by Bountiful Baby. When you're purchasing the kit, you have to purchase the body separately. Obviously, artist did not purchase the body. She probably saw the body in her studio. Artists have tons of those, tons of blank kits and bodies and all these supplies. And she thought, okay, I'm not going to use this one because it's very close to the size, and I like it. I don't see the point ordering the body. And the baby came with a different body, not meant for the sculpt. Now, Inez, as a seller, she ordered the right body. She changed the body that was meant for JC. I don't know why this buyer cannot understand this. People have been saying this not to attack you, not to ridicule you, just to make it clear. JC is meant to be 18 inches. The baby is perfect now. The body is meant for the kid. I have my birdie here because I want to use her as an example. I bought this baby from the same quality, same level of craftsmanship artist. Different artist, but she is award-winning and now prototype artist. She is getting one prototype after another. I got this baby a few months ago. Now this is Birdie by Laura Lee Eagles. It's a limited edition. This kit comes with a body already from the sculptor. Original Laura Lee Eagles body meant for this kit. So basically when you are purchasing your kit, what is included is head, the limbs, belly plate, and the body. But the Birdie's body is the part of original kit that you are paying for. Now, when I received this baby, she didn't come with original Laura Lee Eagles body. I purchased her. I paid more. Andrea, I'm not going to now. This is not about me bragging how much I paid for this doll. I'm just using her as an example. I paid more for her. And I received her without her original body. Do you think that I immediately went to yell at my artist and just tell her that I want a partial refund because she cheated me out of the one part of the kit? No, because it's an easy fix. I just went ironically to Bountiful Body beautiful baby and order a body from there because their bodies are fabulous. I love their bodies. I use them on a lot of my dolls, even on my Natalie Blick Chloe by Natalie Vetrova, another prototype artist. I changed the body on my Chloe by Natalie. So I'm just saying that's not like to me and to all of collectors who have been out there, this is not a valid reason why you should pout and you wanted a partial refund because of these things. And when your seller told you, I'm sorry, but I'm not taking returns, this was the final sale. I made it very clear in my sale video and also in my listing. Plus it's nothing unique or nothing that nobody else does. 99% of my artists, and most of them are prototype artists, IORA members with fabulous record, and none of them would take the doll back just because of this, or give you $200 refund, or to fix the magnet and body. Like, I'm not going into that. I don't know what partial refund you expected, but then when the buyer saw that the seller is not going to take the doll back or give them any money to make the deal sweeter, she pulls the chargeback. And what happens when you start the chargeback through credit card company? The money that is PayPal immediately goes into your balance, and they take the money out of the balance. If there is not enough money or no money in your balance, they will go to the bank account that is connected to your PayPal, and they will take the money out of there. Now, I'm going to just now talk about why people sell their dolls. Some collectors, in this case, Inez received a new doll. She was not able to bond with the doll. She knew she had more dolls coming, so she decided, while the doll was new, to move it and to adapt it to someone who would appreciate the doll and who would spend the time with the doll and enjoy the baby as it was meant to be enjoyed. But some people sell because they have financial emergencies, let's say. Something happens, I don't know, your car breaks and you don't have that money right now. You may have it in, in a few weeks, but right now you need the money. So you sell the doll and you count on that money. Or you have the new baby and you need to pay for that baby, so you automatically sell one of your other babies to pay for this one. So what happens? You sell the doll. Most of us, we sell the doll. We wait for the buyer to get the doll. If the doll comes in perfect condition as it came, okay, that magnet and body meant for the scalp is not damaged. So the buyer receives the doll, everything is fine. So you take the money and you use it usually for the purpose why you needed to sell the doll for. Now, what happens in few weeks if you already spend the money and your buyer decides just she cannot manipulate you into taking return. She cannot do anything, so she's just going to do chargeback and get the money that way. Absolutely ignored all policies. It's just like the same thing when you go to a store, you purchase a merchandise. That is a final sale. Let's say the coat, it's the end of the season and you purchase this coat and it's a final sale. It says on a tag, they tell you at the cashiers and you say yes. And then you kind of, for whatever reason, usually buyer's remorse, you decide that you don't want that coat because next season, maybe new coats are coming out, or you saw something for better price and this close quality or whatever. So you decide that you just don't want the coat. You're going to ignore all the policies. You go to the store and you demand a return, and the cashier will tell you, We're not taking it back because, I'm sorry, this was a final sale. You entered the contract knowing this is a final sale. So what do? You do chargeback and say the code was damaged? You think this is right? I just don't, I'm sorry, I just can't wrap my mind around this. So this was, of course, not Inez's case. She did not need the money to cover any medical bill or anything, but I'm just saying, how many of members of this community have $1,000 just laying around and they can afford to just wait for it for months? Money that if you already spent the money after a sale, PayPal will freeze the money in your bank that was maybe not meant for your doll fund. And then it immediately sets off the whole budget of the whole family. This is a very, very dirty, not fair move. I'm just using this as an example because I know a lot of ladies out there, a lot of my friends, a lot of my followers, a lot of you out there, you do not earn thousands and thousands of dollars a month. Also, some ladies are on disability. Some ladies are retired already. So everybody has a different budget, and for someone to come and take that money unexpectedly, because this did not happen there was no warning. It was just a chargeback based on a nonsense. And now the seller had to wait 3.5 months, almost 4 for her $1,000. And now people are undone, and I've seen tons and tons of videos on people being very, very upset, and they lost much less. And I really feel when everybody was watching these videos and thinking, okay, this is a good warning because I just want to sell the doll in the next few weeks or months. I have few dolls that I'm pondering to sell. It's good to know that these things happen because sellers need to protect themselves, especially if you're selling expensive doll. I mean, it was great, and I'm really glad that Inez did not rely on those $1,000. But I'm just saying, how many people can say that in this community? Not everyone has $1,000 that they can just say, okay, whatever. And for this buyer to sit in her chair and to say, oh, so what happened? You got your money back? Why are you so upset? What do you want from me? Well, maybe we could start with not doing this shady stuff, not pulling chargebacks, just because you cannot force your seller to take the doll back for whatever reason. Just not a valid damage or not a valid reason. I'm sorry, I just don't agree with this, and it doesn't matter. Yes. I'm really upset about this because I'm talking about my super close friend, someone I really deeply care about. But even if she wasn't my friend, I would be upset as a seller and as a collector who knows that these things truly are not valid reasons to claim as damage. And just to do this because you cannot any other way to manipulate your seller, and to expect that this is fine and sit in front of camera and just yell at people and just pretend that nothing happened. This particular seller was out of $1,000 for months. This is not okay, and she just got her money 2 days ago. And I saw what PayPal said, so I'm not even going into that. I'm not going into those the Russian mafia hacking Instagram or anything like that. I can't even wrap my mind around it. So, and also attacks, racial slur, even calling people in a comment section by names, SHIT, obnoxious comments. obnoxious attacks. Really, I can't believe that this lady she cannot see clearly what she's doing and how this really reflects badly on her. I mean, who would want to sell someone like this? Who would be willing to hassle with $1,000 or more and go through all this, and then on top of everything to be dragged through mud? I just don't understand. And this is not me attacking anyone. I'm just trying to make it clear, guys, also from a seller's point, not only from the friend's point. Because of course, as a friend, I'm upset. But and this really involves everyone, because look, a good selling record won't protect you. There is Ines sold much more dolls than I did. She has a perfect selling record. A lot of ladies out there in this community have her dolls. A lot of YouTubers, big channels, have dolls from her. Tons of sold clothing as well. Myself, I purchased from her. I would never hesitate to purchase from her. It was always as described, always. So there's this numerous hundreds of transactions. No problem with anyone. And this lady, I was just thinking, is this are these mistakes because she made are these reasons mistakes of a rookie, or is this some malicious intent, or I don't know. But I just really hope that this will end. These attacks and this slander, and now the video from today, this needs to please people, let's have some dignity restored in this community. Let's refrain from calling people names, racial slur, cussing, vulgarities. Really, please. We don't have to love each other. Of course, we're not going to sing Kumbaya at sunset, but let's please stay fair. And let's please keep it dignified, because this is just mind-boggling. So I apologize to all of my viewers, guys, that you had to see this, but I just think that this is needed, especially for ladies who are out there and who are active on market, on buying and selling. As I said, I'm going to link Ines's selling video so everyone can make their own educated guess. Do not go by who said, she said, who said, he said. No, go and watch and you will see with your own eyes, and then you can judge. So yes, thank you everyone for sticking till the end. I really hope that this is going to be end of this situation, and this is not going to repeat on any channel or any collector's account. It's as I said, what is right, what is wrong. And I, as a collector, I just have to say, no, I don't agree with this. So yeah, ladies, thank you again for being here. Charlie and baby Isabella and I wish you a wonderful Friday evening. Until the next time, we will see you in our happy video, because we have a Sunday meetup coming. So thank you again and see you next time. Bye.